Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, November the 26th. It is hectic in my life as usual. That hasn't changed. Every November around my birthday, I take time to think and to refocus, but it's not even just around my birthday. It's the build up to the start of the new year. I start this in September anyway, and it continues, but I get more time to dwell on and focus in November, and I have done it. And so we are going to launch a December. Always, if you've been on this platform, you know December is busy. I always have challenges, and this year we're going to work on 3 things. We're going to work on communication, we're going to work on parenting, and we are going to work on business. All those groups are going to pop, and then January, hopefully, we will have results. Some of you will be ready to launch some things in January. It's beautiful. So, do join me in appropriate groups, or all of them if they apply. Let's start working on it. The sign-up sheets will be on the page. Please watch out for them. And those of you who comment that you want it, I will have my VAs get in touch with you with more details. Why are you doing this? Communication is really simple. There's nothing you can do without effective communication. And I have seen the power of communication and what it can do for people. I have found myself at interviews recently, and I have compared it with interviews in the past. I am not much more competent this time. I was just as competent even when I struggled. The problem was never really with my competence. The problem was with my ability to communicate. Now, with my superior ability to communicate, I have realized that I do much better at interviews. People ask me questions and I give them sincere answers, not rehearsed answers. Answers that are off my cuff, but they tick all the boxes at the right time. And yeah, as somebody who is now very skilled in communication and evaluated for other people, I know that I have just hit the nail on the head. And the outcomes of those conversations always confirm this belief. If you have a choice between being competent and being a better communicator, I think you should choose being a better communicator first before you work on competence. And that's me saying a big thing. Competence writes confidence and a lot of things. Competence is important, but if you have to be forced to choose communication. Choose the ability to communicate and then work on your competence. Don't choose competence over communication, because I've seen a lot of people who are very competent and suck at communication, and nobody ever found out about how competent they are. Other people will take your glory. You will work for others to enjoy. So if you are going to be competent and not able to communicate about it, then sacrifice the competence, work on the communication before you come and develop the competence. That's how important this communication thing is. Obviously, parenting is something I'm very passionate about. I've successfully parented 2 human beings. I don't think anybody would say that they are the model parents, and certainly not me. But I think that I have picked up some tips and tricks. And also, my profession as a teacher stands me really well to help you with things. My understanding of young people and development, and my research area in particular, lets me know some ways in which we should raise children to get certain outcomes out of them. My mother was very liberal, according to a lot of people. My mother's liberal nature is why I am so agentic. When people are liberal and they allow you to open and to discover and to learn and to become, you become very competent and you are able to act in agency. I am the way I am because of the parenting I received. In that understanding, I have parented in a very particular way my children. And yes, my husband and I were talking this morning. We woke up quite early. and we were talking about the children and how the children are becoming, and how proud I am of the people they are becoming. And yes, one of the things that struck me was they are becoming those people because they have been given the space to become. I am a very dominant character, but I am a very dominant character who is aware that I've got to temper and let my children become. And so I've stepped back really, and I have left those children to learn to be. I've made them learn, and they have learned a lot. And yes, that is something I'd like to share with you in the parenting club. The business academy is exactly what it is. I'm going to teach you all the things I know about business, especially those of you who are professionals with no business knowledge. You will not be successful in running a business if you have no business knowledge, no matter how professional you are, no matter how knowledgeable you are. And so I want you in the academy so I can teach you some, not from an MBA puristic point, but from a functional business manager point of view. And I think you will find it very useful. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the intro of the December for the Future. That's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I finished work on the 4th of December. And then I have until the 4th of January. So I have a whole month off to focus on things that I care about. And these are the things I care about that I want to work on. And we are going to work through the Christmas break. And any time you have in the evenings, I am going to be up at stupid o'clock here so that you guys can join me live in the places you work. Yep, I'm going to do it such that those of you in the US will be able to join, and those of you in the UK will be able to join. Those of you, well, in time zones similar to those, so there we go. I bit my lip. Don't ask me how. And when I bite my lip, I also want to taste the scar. Don't ask me why. And so you will find that I'm busy licking the scar. I want to work with you guys, so I'm going to throw out some smart forms and co-pilots to help you determine which of those things you should be doing. And then when you have done those things, you and I can then talk. All right, I love you. Today we are not going to talk plenty. I am just making an announcement so that you guys know what is to come. And then I'm going to take the rest of my ride to introspect and to enjoy some peace and quiet until I get to work. I'm a very strange character, I know, but that's what my spirit wants to do sometimes. I need to figure out how to rebroadcast in places where your comments can be seen, because on this Facebook now I don't see any comments. I'm blind. When I finish the feed and I open it again, I will see your comments. Thankfully I have the AI which responds to you. That's beautiful, but it would be nice to have seen the comments so I could have verbally responded. But you all know how it is. I don't think any of you is surprised, and I appreciate your patience. But let's wrap it up here for this morning. I just wanted to throw that announcement in and let me go and think and introspect and figure out some of the next exciting offerings to give you. And we will be back in touch with you maybe this evening. Yeah?